God is a rational abductive inference to the best explanation. The inference to God as the intelligent designer of the universe and biosphere follows a powerful form of reasoning known as abductive inference, the same approach widely used in science to conclude the existence of not directly observable entities, such as electrons, protons, and quarks. Abductive reasoning allows us to find the best explanation for observed data, leading us to rational conclusions even in the absence of direct observation. Here, I will explain how God as an intelligent designer is a rational inference to the best explanation for the vast amount of evidence we have for the universe's and biosphere's apparent design. 1. Abductive inference. Reasoning to the best explanation. Abductive reasoning is a method of inference where we look at a set of observations and ask what explanation would best account for them. Unlike deductive reasoning, which starts with general principles to reach certain conclusions, abductive reasoning takes specific data and looks for the most likely cause or explanation. For example, in a medical context, a doctor might observe symptoms, fever, fatigue, and muscle pain, and consider various diagnoses. The doctor then selects the diagnosis that best explains the observed symptoms. In this way, abductive reasoning doesn't offer proof but provides the most plausible and reasonable answer based on available evidence. Similarly, in science, we use abductive reasoning to infer the existence of unobservable entities like electrons and quarks based on their observable effects. 2. Science uses abduction to infer the existence of non-observable entities. In scientific practice, abductive inference is fundamental when working with phenomena we cannot observe directly. For instance, electrons, protons, and quarks are subatomic particles that cannot be seen with any microscope, yet they are accepted as real because they offer the best explanation for the observations we make in experiments. For example, electrons were first hypothesized based on the effects observed in cathode ray tubes. The behavior of these rays was consistent with the existence of small, negatively charged particles, leading to the inference that electrons exist. Despite never being directly observed, electrons were inferred as the best explanation for the observed phenomena. Quarks were introduced to explain the properties of protons and neutrons. While quarks cannot be isolated and observed directly, the quark model best explains the behavior of particles within atomic nuclei, as observed through high-energy physics experiments. Abductive reasoning here is crucial. Science accepts the existence of electrons and quarks not because they can be directly seen but because they best explain the effects and interactions we observe. The acceptance of these entities shows that science does not require direct observation to reach rational, plausible conclusions about reality. 3. The universe and biosphere display evidence of intelligent design. Just as scientific inference looks for explanations of observed phenomena, we can examine the observable universe and the complexity of life to seek the best explanation for their characteristics. The universe and the biosphere show characteristics that seem to point to purpose, precision, and intention, hallmarks of design. Evidence of intelligent design in the universe. One major category of evidence suggesting intelligent design is the fine-tuning of the universe. The physical constants that govern the cosmos are precisely calibrated to allow for life. Examples include the cosmological constant. This constant, responsible for the universe's rate of expansion, is set with incredible precision. If it were slightly higher or lower, the universe would either collapse on itself or expand too rapidly for stars and galaxies to form. The exact calibration of this constant makes a life-permitting universe possible and seems far more consistent with the presence of an intelligent designer than with random chance. Gravitational and electromagnetic forces. These fundamental forces have very specific values. If the gravitational force were weaker or stronger by even a small percentage, life as we know it could not exist. This precise balance appears finely tuned to support life, suggesting purpose and intentionality. Evidence of intelligent design in the biosphere. Similarly, the complexity of biological life points to design. Two key examples are the information in DNA and irreducible complexity in biological systems. DNA is a complex code. DNA is essentially a molecular blueprint with instructions for building and maintaining life. The intricate structure of DNA, with its sequences of nucleotide bases that convey information, resembles an advanced computer code. This level of complex, functional information is most consistent with an intelligent source, as information of this type and order is not typically associated with random or unguided processes. Irreducible complexity. Biological systems often exhibit what is known as irreducible complexity, where multiple parts must be present simultaneously for the system to function. The bacterial flagellum, for instance, is a microscopic motor that requires all its parts to be functional at once. Such a system does not align easily with the gradual, step-by-step changes typical of Darwinian evolution, suggesting instead an intentional, designed origin. These aspects of both the cosmos and biological systems are consistent with the hypothesis that an intelligent designer is responsible for the order and life-permitting nature of the universe. This hypothesis offers a coherent and plausible explanation for the observations, akin to how science would infer the existence of electrons or quarks. 4. God as a scientific abductive inference based on evidence. Given the evidence of fine-tuning in the universe and the intricate information in biological systems, the inference to God as an intelligent designer becomes a scientific abductive inference to the best explanation. Just as science uses abduction to accept the existence of unobservable entities based on their observable effects, we can use this same approach to conclude that an intelligent designer is the most plausible explanation for the design characteristics evident in nature. This doesn't imply a rejection of science or a God of the gaps argument, where gaps in knowledge are filled with divine intervention. Instead, it aligns with scientific reasoning, as it suggests that the data points we observe, fine-tuning, complex information, and irreducible complexity, fit more naturally and coherently with the hypothesis of an intelligent designer than with the alternative hypothesis of chance and unguided processes. 5. Intelligent design as a reasonable and rational conclusion. If we look at the world's complexity, precision, and purposefulness and ask, what best explains this? The abductive inference to a designer is both rational and consistent with scientific reasoning. A few reasons why this is a rational conclusion include: predictive consistency. The hypothesis of an intelligent creator aligns with the observations we make about the universe and life. Just as electrons offer the best explanation for electrical phenomena, an intelligent designer offers the best explanation for the structured, life-permitting nature of the universe. Unified explanation. This hypothesis offers a unified account of various phenomena, from the fine-tuning of physical constants to the complexity of biological information, which would be improbable if attributed solely to chance. The presence of purpose and intentionality in the structure of reality points toward an intelligent cause that harmonizes the observed features of both the cosmos and life. Rational justification. The inference to God as an intelligent designer does not rely on blind faith but on a reasoned response to empirical evidence, similar to scientific acceptance of unobservable particles. It represents a rational, evidence-based explanation for the existence and structure of everything we observe. Conclusion. God as the best explanation for intelligent design. The inference to God as the intelligent designer of the universe and biosphere is a rational, scientific abductive inference, akin to how scientists infer the existence of unobservable entities like electrons and quarks based on observable evidence. Rather than requiring a leap of faith, this inference is grounded in the same reasoning that underlies much of scientific inquiry, seeking the best explanation for the data at hand. The fine-tuning of physical constants, the complex information in DNA, and the irreducible complexity in biological systems point naturally to an intelligent source rather than chance or purely material processes. In this sense, belief in God is a rational and scientifically compatible conclusion. It is an inference to the best explanation, based on the vast amount of evidence that aligns with the concept of an intelligent, purposeful designer. This method of reasoning offers a coherent, plausible, and deeply satisfying answer to the question of why the universe and life exist as they do. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe, and comment below if you agree or would like to add your thoughts. If you would like me to respond to your comment, please make a level 1 comment directly below the video. I will respond to all polite level 1 comments even if it takes me a while, due to other commitments.